What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to See Real Productions. You guys, we got some interesting topics to dive deep in today's video evolving around the MCU, the Spider-Verse, and James Gunn's DCU, you guys. Now, diving deep into the first topic, we got to talk about it. The new title for Captain America 4, no longer Captain America, New World Order. It is officially Captain America, Brave New World. And I'm digging the new title change. I'm curious to know why the new title change. I know that there was a rumor that was going on not too long ago how they were going to, change the title to Captain America World War Hulk, because apparently this is going to be a storyline that involves around the Hulks. Potentially, with Harrison Ford being Thunderbolt Ross, we could possibly see, Red Hulk appear. That would be huge. That would be massive. Look, if you have Harrison Ford, you want to use Harrison Ford. So I do think that Harrison Ford's Thunderbolt Ross is going to have a huge, significant, massive part in this film. But not only, like I said, not only as Thunderbolt Ross, but I do think we will see a glimpse of him become Red Hulk. Look, the leader is in this movie. Samuel Stern's leader. I cannot wait to see this character return. I really liked him in The Incredible Hulk. How big his part is, who knows? But, he was captured at the end of The Incredible Hulk. So it makes all the sense in the world that we could possibly see, Red Hulk in this movie, you guys. I can't wait. We have Liv Taylor back as Betty Ross. Could Bruce Banner be making an appearance? It's a possibility. I feel like if we're going to have all these Hulks and characters that were in The Incredible Hulk, you kind of need Bruce Banner to make an appearance. It only fits the narrative and it suits the story. So could, Mark Ruffalo put on the motion capture suit again? It's a possibility. I just hope to see Hulk lose control again. I want to see that. I am over Professor Hulk. I'm over this, talkative Hulk. I want the Hulk that we really, fell in love with the first Avengers movie and the Incredible Hulk. I feel like we haven't had a Hulk that's been on par with the Incredible Hulk since the Incredible Hulk. You have to kind of water this character down, obviously, with Disney and stuff or whatever. But I feel like, with the change of character arc in Avengers Endgame, it took a drastic turn that a lot of fans aren't necessarily, fans of, And I'm not fully hating on the Hulk because there are some elements I do like of Professor Hulk, but I'm just ready to go back to the Hulk of him losing control and then, having the Avengers going to have to stop him, stuff like that. It's kind of like the Ultimate series, if you guys have ever read that series. But Captain America, Brave New World is going to be a massive hit, and I can't wait. We got a first better glimpse at Captain America's new suit. You know what I mean? It has that kind of Winter Soldier vibe to it. It has that stealth suit, which I love. Can't wait. Short sleeve too. Look, I can't wait to see Sam Wilson come back and portray this role and have him really just come into his own by the end of this movie. Yes, he's going to be struggling with being Captain America, and I can't wait to see them put him through the ringer. There's so many different elements I feel that, Sam Wilson's Captain America can really thrive in the MCU. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. I can't wait. Coming next year. We are literally less than a year away from Captain America, Brave New World. It's going to be really dope, you guys. Diving deep into the next topic, we got to talk about it. Now, look, James Gunn announced a massive slate of his up-and-coming new DC world, right? A lot of fans are excited about a lot of different projects. James Gunn is now going to be directing and writing Superman Legacy. That's supposed to be kicking off production in January. He's currently storyboarding the script right now. So things are rolling for that particular movie. But Batman Brave and the Bold, a film a lot of fans are nervous about, including myself, because look, you're doing another Batman adaptation. That means you have to cast a whole new actor for another Batman. How many Batman do we have right now? Look, we have Robert Pattinson's Batman that's already established in the Matt Reeves universe, right? That's not connected to what James Gunn is doing. Then we have Michael Keaton's Batman that is in the Flash movie with Ben Affleck's Batman. So now you cast another Batman, unless they're going to use Michael Keaton's Batman in Batman Brave and the Bold. I mean, unless that is the end goal, that's the plan. Then I'm completely fine with that. But to have another actor come in and play Batman, dude, that is just really excessive. To have 4 different live action Batman, you guys. It's a lot. It's kind of like the Spider-Verse. But, the Spider-Verse, it was done right. It wasn't rushed. When we saw Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up in Spider-Man No Way Home, it was perfect. And I'm not saying, Toby and Andrew aren't signed on to do more movies that we know of, possibly other than Secret Wars, right? So as of right now, it's still my boy Tom Holland. You know what I mean? Then they're not struggling with the different iterations of Spider-Man that the studio is coming up with. It's not happening. I mean, potentially maybe Miles Morales further down the line, but who knows what's going to happen. But with the Batman thing, it's going to be very interesting. Now, the topic of discussion is Andy Muschietti, you guys, the director of the Flash movie, apparently is tapped to direct Batman Brave and the Bold. Look, from what I'm hearing, people are saying The Flash is amazing. It's astonishing. It's one of the best DC films of all time. And that need be. If that's the case, then we have the right director for Batman Brave and the Bold. I feel like he can really thrive. Look, I haven't seen The Flash yet. I'm going to an early screening next Monday. I can't wait. I am hyped. So I'll give you guys my non-spoiler reactions when I walk out the theater Monday. But, you know, could Andy be the right director for this? Absolutely. I mean, look, I loved his first two It films. It Chapter 2 gets a lot of hate and criticism, but I think it was a great story. And with The Flash coming out, everything I've seen from clips and trailers and TV spots, everything looks spot on. Everybody's saying so many great, wonderful things about this Flash movie. And, you know, it has me that much more hyped for the potential of Ezra Miller in this movie. Now, there's still this whole debate on what's going to happen with Ezra Miller. Diving deep into our next topic, you guys. Oh, sorry. So far, the directors in James Gunn's new DC world is James Gunn directing Superman Legacy. Andy Muschietti is going to be directing Batman Brave and the Bold that we know. Nothing's official yet. And James Mangold, you guys, directing The Swamp Thing. So far, all three directors love it. James Mangold directed one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, of that being Logan. And him directing Swamp Thing? Oh, absolutely. James Gunn directing Superman? Andy directing, you know, Batman Brave and the Bold? Check, check, check. So it's looking good over at James Gunn's new DC world, you guys. But diving deeper to the next topic, you guys. The Flash sequel. Apparently, it's already done. The script is already written, and they're ready to go. But with this news of Andy directing Batman Brave and the Bold, are they going to be putting the Flash sequel on hold? If The Flash is a massive hit and it makes $1 billion at the box office, best believe the studio is going to want to greenlight a sequel ASAP. But will Ezra Miller come back? Look, Andy has said he wants Ezra Miller to come back. He wants him to come back. That's essentially what he's saying. He's saying you can't replace what Ezra Miller did with The Flash. He said nobody can play this role like Ezra Miller. And they will not be recasting for the sequel. But ultimately, that's not up to him if he do decide to direct the sequel to The Flash. Nobody knows what's going to happen at the end of this film yet. So if it's going to reset everything, we don't know what, like I said, it's such a sticky situation. Because if this film is not only a huge box office success and critically, what do you do? What do? You can't just recast your main character and, you know, continue on in the sequel. That would just be so weird. But can Ezra Miller be on his redemption arc of his own personal trials and tribulations? It's a possibility. Look, all I'm saying is it's going to be interesting to see what happens by the end of this movie and what's going to be the general consensus of how everybody feels by the end of this movie and how they feel about Ezra Miller. It's going to be interesting. And apparently the sequel in the script has Batman and Supergirl in the script. So I was like, oh, interesting. So he's not necessarily going back to his timeline. What if he's stuck in that particular timeline with Michael Keaton's Batman? And that's how you can tell a new Flash story or a brand new Flash, right? It's two separate universes. You know, Ezra Miller's stuck in this universe and, you know, we have a brand new Flash in James Gunn's universe. It's a possibility, but it's very sticky, guys. It's a very sticky situation. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, you guys. Look, I saw it. Here's my brief, quick thoughts and review about the film. Loved it. Loved it. I didn't think I'd be able to experience possibly one of the greatest comic book films and the greatest Spider-Man movie all in one. Holy shit. They upped the ante in this sequel. It was extraordinary. The animation was just peak level. The storytelling, the emotional storytelling between each Spider-Man in this film was so intriguing, and the voice acting, and oh my God, Miguel O'Hara, played by Oscar Isaac, Spider-Man 2099 was a go. And the continuation of Miles' story, and with him and his family, and him, you know, juggling being Spider-Man, and then Gwen, you guys, it was so great. So good. I cannot wait. I think I'm seeing it again today. I am super stoked about that. But overall, like I said, this film really nailed it for me from start to finish. I mean, the cameo appearances, holy shit. That shit got me like, I was so hyped for it. I was just like, oh my God, that's Andrew. Oh my God, that's Toby. Oh my God, that's Donald Glover as the Prowler. What's going on? Look, there's so many questions leading into Beyond the Spider-Verse that's dropping next year. It is insane. This film has the possibility to win Best Picture and Best Animated Films, hands down. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And I cannot wait, you guys. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was great. The soundtrack, the score, everything, the action, it was just so on par, you guys. And seeing all the multiverse Spider-Man coming together, oh my God. I'm sick and tired of people trying to tell me how to live my life or my story. Nah, oh, what a lie, you guys. It was so good. But that's my brief, quick review for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, you guys. I know a lot of you guys want me to do a separate video on that. It's just, I feel like just getting it out of the way in this video, you guys. But it's awesome stuff. But push your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about today's video and the interesting topics we discussed. Push your comments down below. And where do you guys rank Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and your Spider-Man ranking? Right now, for me, you guys, it's possibly number one. It's hard because Across and Into the Spider-Verse, or they're teetering, it's difficult decision. I have to come down. I might do a video on that, give you guys my official ranking on Spider-Man films. But push your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.